For example, for example, uh, see in Dart we declare classes as class and the class name. Inside that thing we declare variables. Okay. Do you guys have idea about variables at least? What are variables? Hmm. Guys, anyone from non-computer science, if you don't know, you have to tell me. Otherwise, I will assume like you know about variables. Okay. As I said, void main is the starting point of a dot file, right? So i- variable is nothing but the value, the uh, arguments which store the values are called variables. For example, I declare int x equal to 10, then that x is a integer variable. Okay. If I say run this one, he say it will be print 10. Likewise, we declare variables inside the class. Okay. For example, we declare it as string name and string, for example, string department. If I declare the values like this, I can create an objects by passing different values to the variables name department. So in order to initialize that values, we need to declare a constructor. Constructor is nothing but here we are assigning int x equal to 10, right? Likewise, we pass values to the variables in this format. You will understand. If it is a mandatory value, we'll mention this as required. So required, and we will declare the params name. Here I declared int x equal to 10, right? Likewise, I declare the objects for, okay. This is how you declare classes and objects in a Dart. Class is nothing but the blueprint of a application, and you can declare multiple objects from one class. See, you got it. Class is a blueprint, and we can declare multiple objects using single class. Guys, understood what is class and what is object? Hello. Yeah, you have to understand this basic thing because in flutter everything is object. If you don't know about class and object, you won't understand a single thing in flutter. Not only flutter, in any language, java or python. If you see these things, everything is an object. See material app, this my app is a class and we are calling it as an object. If we don't have any parameters, we'll declare empty thing like this, my app. Okay. So this is the main thing about class and objects. And if you want to print these things, you will just call functions inside that See, this is how we display the details in Flutter. Do you guys any doubt what I have done here? Is my screen not visible? Hello? Hello? Yes. Shruti, I think you have some network issue. You can join again. My screen is already in sharing mode and it is visible. So, did you guys have any doubt in this one? What I have done here? Okay. See, uh, in Flutter, everything is an object. Okay. for for example, see, here we are calling a run app a method. Inside one we are calling an objects, where we are creating the class which contains the widgets. Means all these things, that thing which we here visible, are already a classes written inside the Flutter SDK. Okay, we are using those classes. Okay, the all these are objects to that classes. See, here I've written the class, right? Using that single class, I am writing so many objects, right? Likewise, here class sample I have written, but in here, this material app, all these things, all written already in Flutter SDK. The SDK which you download, it is already there in that SDK. We use those objects and we develop the user interfaces using those objects. See, here I will display one thing. 1 minute. Second, four. These things we will remove. See, you see hello world here. This text is an object which we use in Flutter to display the text. Whatever values we pass here as a parameter, it will display as a text. This text class is already written inside the Flutter SDK. Okay, we are just creating objects to use it to develop the interfaces. So this thing will understand only if you understand the class and object concept. Okay, now you got it. You got it, what is why class and objects are necessary. Okay, uh yeah, syntax, everything you will learn on practice. Okay. Okay, it is not means applicable in one day. You cannot learn it one day. The syntax you will practice it by practicing these things every day. Okay, that's why I asked anyone completed the SDK. Okay, so you can practice those things in Dart pad first. You guys understood about Dart, this class and objects. Dart, Dart, Dart. If you see the file name, it is main dot dot. Okay. Yes, Dart is a language we use for Flutter development. Flutter is a UI library. It's a UI framework. Okay. Like React.js. React.js is actually actually a framework, right? But we use JavaScript inside that one. Likewise, dot Flutter is a UI framework. We use dot language. All the syntax little bit change. Mostly everything follow the oops concept. Okay, got it? You understood the topic, right? Class and object. Okay. If you open the dot pad, you will see a new symbol. Okay. If you click on that one, it will show you this thing, dot and flutter snippet. You can click on the flutter snippet. It will open a flutter thing. Anyone able to see that? Which I have done? Hello? So you guys are able to see the flutter snippet, right? Flutter code. Hmm. Click on that run thing. Run. Are you able to see the hello world, guys? Okay. I have one task for you. Please write your name instead of hello world. I just want to type your name instead of hello world. The syntax will be anyone facing syntax issue. So you have to write anything in Flutter using single quotes, strings, single quote or double quotes. You can use that one. My name is Nikhil. I am writing hello Nikhil. Okay. Can we display the sample object in text? Okay. Now tell me what I have to do to display the sample details here. Like to display like Nikhil from CSC. If I want to print like this here, instead of static thing, using class and objects, what can I do? Tell me. 1 minute, guys. Meeting. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. Anyone have any idea what we have to do? See, I'm doing this class thing again. To See, I have done nikhil from csc here. Now you got any idea what should we do here to print nikhil from csc here? Anyone got the idea? Guys, anyone? See, what we have to do is we have to create a class here. Okay, and we have to here I will make one change. See, guys, you have seen what I have done here. Hello, guys. Any idea what I have done here? See, you understood the class and object concept, right? Yeah, exactly. Our task is I have to print nikhil from csc, right? Name from department. So what we have done here, we have created a class here because we don't have class. This is our own created class, right? So we created a class here and we prepared an object for that one and we used that function to print that details. So in flutter what you have to follow is everything inside the flutter we can use it like this text scaffold center, all these things are related to flutter. So the things like scaffold is nothing but this white page, the page which you see in a mobile screen is a scaffold, and this is the app bar. These things are text. These things you will learn in future in upcoming classes. Okay, so in order to use those things you should know about the class and objects, and whatever data we are showing here all these things will be used as a objects. Okay, that's why we created one class and we displayed that thing using objects. This is the pattern you have to understand to start learning the flutter. Okay, here I created the sample class and I created the object here, and I use that object to print the details. This text part, everything you will understand in the future, but whatever data if you want to print, you have to develop everything, you have to develop in objects only. This thing you have to understand. Okay, explain dot from basic. See, dot, this is the oops concept which is a basic in dot. So if you want to everything from to basic means we have to start from variables only. Okay, that's why I said we have integers, strings. Okay, we have double float everything. Okay, just as you like, as you see in java or c++, plus plus, we have all the variables in dot, also integer, string, double float. So using those variables we prepare classes and we prepare objects and we display data using those objects. Okay, this is how we start the flutter basic. Okay, any doubt about this thing? Shruti, you said explain dot from basic, right? This is the basic dot. Like every dot function starts with a main void main function. Okay, this is the integer variable, this is a string variable, this is the class, and these are the objects for that class. These four things is the basic of dot. If you know how to use this one, you will become a good flutter developer. Okay, I want everyone to practice these things: variables, classes, and objects. Okay, I don't want you guys to focus on flutter immediately. You first practice on variables, class, and objects. Everything you will get to know in upcoming classes. Okay, for now, forget about Flutter. Forget Flutter. Initially, if you know dot very well, then Flutter is a very easy task for you. Okay. Now you understood these things, right? Hmm? Can I give you one task? Anyone unmute your mic and tell me what to do. Okay? Any one volunteer? Just related to class objects variables only. You can, Bharat? Okay. Mm, I want you to display 5 employee details which contain name and id. What will you do? I just want to print 5 employee details. What will be your approach? I want you to display 5 employee details. No, yeah, before that. So inside the object, what are the parameters you will pass? Hmm? Okay, yes, those two is enough, right? uh, Before creating object, what you need? Huh. Can you tell me the class syntax? Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. What? Now what you have to do? You created the class. Inside that, what you have? No, variable. You need variable to store the value, right? So what you need? Employee name. Mm, okay. How will you initialize them? How will you create objects? Hmm? How to create an object for employee? Hello. Hmm. Employee will you click Bharat. Employee name. No, we have to use the same thing here. Whatever the name you give here, no? Okay. See, still it is showing red line. Why? You forget to create constructor. Ah, it's our wish. Can keep, 1, 2, 3. It's our wish. Whatever variable we can declare, we can declare. See? Okay. Now what we have to do? So we have to print detail. See, how many of you new to functions? Those who don't know about functions in Java or Python, tell me. Everyone have idea about functions, right? Alright, guys, say yes or no so that I can explain you the syntax. If you don't know, okay. For every function, we have a return type. Okay. So if you don't have nothing to return means if you have nothing to return, we use void. Void means empty. It won't return anything. If it is returning int, we'll give as int. So you have to return any one integer value. Otherwise, this function will throw error. Okay. Likewise, earlier we were printing the values directly. Here, what we are doing is we are getting the format. How how we want to print, we are now getting the format. So I given the string as return type, right? Now I have to return a string. My name and employee ID. now now if I print this thing, it will return string. In order to display that string, I have to keep in print now. Okay. See, you got it? Yeah. The benefits of functions is, for example, if you are passing any values here and if you want to do any calculation, you can do the calculation here and you can return it here. For example, um, I can say int salary, int bonus. See, now it will throw error because I put salary bonus as required parameter, but we are not passing value to the parameter. Salary 1000, bonus 100. Okay. For example, you have to print the entire amount in these details now. We can do the calculation. See, we can do directly here. This is the beauty of class, objects, and functions. Okay, you guys understood the importance of objects and classes? Okay. Um, Anyone having doubts? What I have done here? The syntax part, if you're having doubt, don't worry. In upcoming classes, it will be sorted out. It will be new for you now, but you have to understand the logic here instead of the syntax. This syntax you will get it through practice, no problem. You have to mainly understand the importance of variables, class, objects, functions, and these things, these calculations. Okay, you have any doubt in this thing? Any doubts about class, objects, variables? Okay, so you guys are confident, right? You guys know about loops? Yeah, yeah. I will share this entire notes with you. Whatever we have discussed here, I will prepare a PDF and I will share with you. Along with that PDF, I will give you an assignment. Tomorrow, you have to do it and you have to share the code or you can share your screen with me. Okay? You guys understood? Hmm. Yeah, Jahnavi Kurvi raised a hand. Any doubts? If you really want to know extra things about class objects, if you want to practice everything, you can search in the Google also, and I will prepare these notes and I will give you an assignment also. You have to, in that assignment I may give some extra things which we haven't discussed. You have to browse it in the internet and you have to figure it out. No problem, if you are not able to figure it out, we can discuss it tomorrow, no problem. Everything we cannot learn by the course. Some things we have to work on our own. That's how you remember things. Okay. Okay guys, any doubt? Okay. For today it is enough. What are the things we have exercised here? Can anyone repeat? Just someone. What are the things we exercised today? Okay. later. Yeah, all these things you are sure, right? Okay, using these things, we can run the I mean, we can develop applications tomorrow. Uh, if you want to see the outputs like this, you should install the SDK. Okay, but there is no hurry. If you are not able to install it, we can practice through these dot pads, flutter pads. Okay, till this weekend. By this weekend, please ensure you download the SDK. Okay, you will get the real time experience in IDE. This one is just for practice purpose. Okay, you guys got it. By the way, that Saturday is the doubt session. Sunday we don't have class, but Monday to Friday we will have this technical concept. Okay, whatever things you faced, I mean difficulties you faced from Monday to Friday, keep a note of it. We will discuss it on Saturday. Okay. All those assignments, if you have any doubts in the assignments, those things we discuss on Saturday. Okay. This PDF I will share after this session. Okay, I will prepare the PDF through these things, and I will give you an assignment. Please do those assignments, don't neglect it, which you do in engineering. Okay, we also did like that. We neglect the some assignments, but don't do like this in this internship. Okay, it is very easy. It will be very interesting. That assignment will be that live outputs which you practice here in dartpad. Okay, this is not any theoretical, it is a real time assignment. You will, you try to code and get the output. If you face any difficulties, we can connect tomorrow and we will discuss at the start of the session. Okay.